Hey everybody, Mo here, and in this video I'm bringing you guys another deck guide for dummies, and this one's going to be on the Ahri Kennen deck. So this deck I believe is the highest win rate in the game right now, at least on Runeterra.Ar. It was showing 60% win rate, or a little bit over 60% win rate, which I think is absolutely insane. And the idea behind this deck is basically you just play a bunch of small units, you level up your Ahri or your Kennen. You kind of just take control of the game with these elusives. It is, Fey Blade Twirler, which is a very solid unit in the style of deck because it gets really big really quickly with quick attack. And then you close the game out with Absolver onto either your leveled Kennen or your leveled Ahri. And yeah, you close the game out pretty quickly. A lot of people started putting in Sided Thousand-Tailed in their decks just to have more draw engine in the late game and to kind of help you out against those grindy matchups. So I'm really excited to show you guys how this deck plays out. But before we get into the games, I wanted to remind you guys that 60% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and click the subscribe button and then leave a comment down below letting me know what video you want to see in the future, what game or what deck you want to see me play or do a deck guide on, and help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and I'd really appreciate it. So that's it for the intro. Let's get into some games. Okay. Alright, so we got Tristana Rumble with Shurima Bandlesy. That's a very interesting combination of cards here. So, for this mulligan, we're kind of like to try to just hopefully kill them. So, we have our Ahri because Ahri is a very important card. And we're going to keep Fey Blade Twirler because they can be really nice in an aggressive curve. If we get a 1-drop here, which we do, we find the 1-drop droplet, which is really good for us. So, we're just going to play the Dancing Droplet here. We're not going to block because our droplet's worth more than their 2-1. Because our droplet will draw us a whole bunch of cards. We just kind of have to hope that they don't have like Pokestick or something. Kill off our droplet. I assume this is a like Yordle Arms deck, but they're playing Absolver. And that's why they're in the Shurima splash. Alright, so we can just swing here. Draw our card with Dancing Droplet. Twin Discipline's not a bad one. Now we get to play our Blade Twirler, so we're gonna get to play like Droplet Blade Twirler. Kennen's pretty okay. Let's play Droplet. Droplet's also a really good blocker. See what our opponent wants to do here. Okay, I was gonna say if they want to attack, I'll gladly block it in Twin Discipline. So this is fine. We just do this. We can twin here and take 2 damage, and then clear away 2/3 of his board. Next turn we can probably play like Droplet Kennen Blade Twirler is what I'm thinking here. So let's play second Droplet. Let's see what we got going on. I'll play Kennen. I've studied every fighting manual and Blade Twirler here. Alright, so we're just gonna swing like this. And then this way we'll have a 3/3 quick attack, this quick attack, this quick attack. So basically all of our units are unblockable because of just how much stuff we have going on. God Willow Tree's pretty good. I don't really want to mark anything yet. Yeah, we'll pass. We'll end their turn. Because if I mark something and then they have like a good unit, like a mayor or something they want to play, I'm going to feel pretty silly. So this just looks like they're going to have another way to try and kill my Ahri. So I'm going to play my Droplet and then just hold Concussive Palm open. Because I'm fully expecting them to find a way to try and kill my Ahri. That's the only reason they play the Sand Charger. Unless I'm just crazy here. No, so there's our way to try and... or his way to try and kill our Ahri. So that's fine. So we can just do like, how do we want to do stuff here? That's pretty good for him. We don't actually care about this Ahri because we have second Ahri in our hand. So I'm thinking we can do something like, play one more Dancing Droplet. I think something like this is probably good. Yeah, I like something like this. We take 2 damage here from the impact. We lose our Kennen, but it should be okay. Should not be in a bad spot here. Alright, so our Ahri's 2 out of 6. Yeah, this is definitely a Yordle in Arms deck with just some, what is it called? With just Absolver from Shurima. That's a pretty good card. That'll help us not die. Alright, and our opponent conceded, because we were about to just play more units. Too many units that they could keep up with. And while they can keep printing units, the reason Yordle in Arms is typically good against mid-range style decks is because they have this idea, or mid-range slash like Swarm, it's because they have this idea of they can infinitely print units so they can trade with you one for one over and over and over again until you run out of units and the Yordle in Arms deck doesn't run out of units. Well, with the way this deck is set up, you're not going one for one, so they can print infinite blockers, but that's what they have to do is they have to block, and they don't actually get to apply very much pressure at all, especially when your units are bigger than theirs because you're playing things like a 3-3 or a 2-3. As we saw there, like that last block was the only awkward time we had to block, and that's because he had a second Ruthless Predator, so he gave his unit +2 attack. Other than that, I mean, like, this has quick attack, this has quick attack, this has quick attack. I mean, this has quick attack and it attacks twice, right? So, like, quick attack, all stuff is really nice. On top of the fact that you have Twin Disciplines, on top of the fact you have Homecoming, and, not Deny, but Concussive Palm. So you have all these nice combat tricks and ways to keep your units alive or stop your units from getting hit. You have Recall. It's really, 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 really good against these unit-based decks. So, let's get another game in here for you guys. Okay. Alright, so we have the predict.deck. I don't actually know what people are calling this, but this hand looks really good. Yeah, I actually like this whole hand. I almost want to keep the Concussive Palm for the Echo, but I think it'll be okay. We're attacking on evens, and Kinky Wayfinder on evens is really good because it allows you to actually attack immediately with your 1-drops. And that's pretty nice. So no 1-drop here, so that makes our Ahri kind of worse, and our Conspirator obviously worse. And that's okay. Because I think we can just play Ahri as a 2-3, 2-mana 2-3 quick attack unit, and that's only so bad, right? We'll play Ahri, we'll use her as a quick attack unit. We'll see what our opponent wants to do with that. Play a Zillion, sure. We'll still attack because if they want to block with Zillion, that's fine. I don't mind putting 1 damage on my Ahri, especially because we have Twin Disciplines mana. And also because I'm probably just... No, I'm not going to bounce my Ahri with Conspirator. But we can do this. We can do this. No block from opponent. Seems fine by me. 0 mana predict. They're trying to get more time bombs, so obviously they didn't like the first predict that they hit with the Zillion. They're digging for the time bombs here. Let's see what they got going on. So I'll block if they attack with anything. I'll gladly block with Ahri. And then just, you know, Twin Disciplines it up or something like that. So we can block, or sorry, we can pass here. Anything they do here doesn't matter. We'll block the 2-1. Say okay. Yep. Pass. And then this is a pretty good time to Kinky Wayfinder. Time Bomb, that's fine. We can just do this. So this is what they predicted last turn because that's what they drew. I don't know what they predicted 2 turns ago. Part of me is kind of afraid and wants to Twin Disciplines my Ahri now in case they did just draw like Runner Time Bomb and they board wipe us. I don't know, but we'll just do this and give our Ahri the +2. I should have attacked with my Kennen. That's pretty silly of me. There's really no reason not to attack with Kennen there. Because, like, even if it dies, it's going to die anyway, so you might as well get your 2 damage in. So, that was a pretty bad thing to do. Okay. That's fine. Time trick. Okay, so they're digging. They're looking for the second time bomb to level up their Zillion. And that could be some trouble. I don't think I'm gonna play my Wayfinder until they go under the 2 mana for the time bomb. Because if I play Wayfinder and then they time bomb me, I'm just gonna be super sad. So what I could do here instead is Conspirator or something. I don't know if I can even take that. I think we're gonna say okay, and we're just gonna Conspirator the 2/3 Wayfinder. I probably should have played Blade Twirler first. I missed out on 2 attack there. That's okay. So stand, sure. So that means that they're not doing anything crazy. We can do this, and then say okay. We can do this, and 2 damage actually matters here because it means that we can't actually kill the Zillion. Okay, we got lucky, so we can kill the Zillion with the Blade Twirler. There's a time bomb, sure. So we're just gonna swing with everything. Get back here. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this. This looks good to me. So there's a chance we could have leveled our Ahri. I mean, not a chance. Like, we definitely could level our Ahri, but I don't really know how much that would matter. We wouldn't kill Zillion, which I think is pretty important. Yeah, I could do, like, recall this. Like, I could recall this thing. And see, that like levels our Ahri all the way across, but I won't actually do too much because the biggest thing here is I need the Zillion to not level, because I really need Zillion to not level. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna overdraw a card. So our options are either overdraw a card or sacrifice a droplet. I'll probably just sacrifice a droplet. Okay, so we're just hoping that they don't find an Echo. If they don't find an Echo, we can easily just win next turn. Okay, well that's not an Echo, because Echo costs 4. So we need no 3rd time bomb. They only put 4 into their deck. Oh god. Alright, well that is a lot of damage. So let's go ahead and just attempt to not die. We can do this. We go to 6. I'm down to do something like this and then 1 mana recall, and that levels our Ahri proactively. Yeah, I like something like this. So this way, even if they ended up drawing the sure, that's fine. And so even if they end up drawing the deal 2 damage to everything, the Hexite Crystal, we can always just Twin Disciplines our Ahri, and that's the only thing that really matters, is that our Ahri doesn't die. Yep, so that looks good to me. So Ahri levels here. I am Vastaya. And then we kind of just play out all of our units here and win. Yep, so we can replay Droplet. We play this. This gets us more elusives. This gets this. And we'll go and put it on the Risen. The Risen's the only thing that matters. Hiya! Okay, and game is now over. Game is now over. Too slow. Too slow. So, alright, we're not gonna watch all that animations go through. But yeah, that just shows you the power of like all of your save spells, where you're able to just keep your units alive, recall them, level up the Ahri. We had the Absolver there if we needed it for damage, which we ended up not needing it because we were able to get them low enough with elusive damage, elusive chip damage. But we did have the Absolver there for the lethal if they did have blocks to make themselves not die, like if we didn't have enough elusives. But yeah, this is essentially just like a small elusive deck with recall synergy that is really, really strong. The deck looks like it just plays a bunch of small units, but that's kind of every elusive deck gives you that impression. When you look at it, you're like, oh, small like 1/3, small 2/2, small 2/1, small 1/1, small 2/1. And you're like, why? How does this deck win when all it plays is like 1/1s and 2/1s and 2/2s and stuff like that? And it all just comes together really beautifully with how Ahri just recalls things. Like your dancing drops makes you never run out of cards. Your Kennens will help you stabilize against mid-range decks if you can high roll out a Kennen and get like leveled Kennens and multiple Kennens. That alone will carry you against a bunch of unit-based decks and swarm-style decks. And then once you get that leveled up Ahri or leveled up Kennen, you kind of just Absolver and the game's over. You have protection from big spells with things like Deny. You have protections from big units with things like Homecoming. And you have a way to never run out of steam in the grindy matchups with things like Side and Thousand Tail. So all in all, very well-rounded deck. There's a reason this deck has over 60% win rate. It's absolutely insane. This is the best version of Ahri Kennen stat-wise with the Absolvers instead of the rallies, but of course you can change out the Absolvers for any type of splash you want, whether you want 2 rallies from like 2 golden ages or whatever you fancy. I just decided to pick up and try out the #1, the highest win rate deck, because, you know, it's going to have a high win rate for a reason. And yeah, it did really, really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see what deck you want to see next on my Deck Guides for Dummies videos in the comments down below, and I can see if I can get that out for you guys. That's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. You have a great day. Bye.